Breaking right now at 11 on CBS News Philadelphia, the U.S. enters Israel's war with Iran, launching airstrikes on 3 Iranian nuclear sites. President Donald Trump touting the operation as a spectacular success. President Trump first broke the news on Truth Social just before 8 p.m. tonight, saying all of the military planes involved had moved out of Iran and were on their way home. Good evening. I'm Aziza Shuler. The president briefly addressed the country about an hour ago.
Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
The president said there are more targets if Iran does not quickly make peace. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides has more on tonight's strikes.
In a social media post, the president wrote, "All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. All planes are safely on their way home." Among the Iranian sites targeted, Fordow and a larger enrichment plant at Natanz. News of the strike comes hours after it was revealed B-2 bombers were dispatched from Missouri to Guam. The B-2s are capable of carrying barrack-busting bombs, capable of destroying the kinds of underground nuclear facilities Iran was believed to possess.
It's designed to penetrate to quite a significant depth before it actually goes off, and then to generate a large, burst after that.
Earlier in the week, the president indicated he would give it 2 weeks to decide whether to join Israel in bombing Iran. But throughout the week, and as recently as Friday, he expressed concerns over how close Iran was to having a nuclear weapon.
Within a matter of weeks, or certainly within a matter of months, they're going to be able to have a nuclear weapon. We can't let that happen.
The overnight strike comes after Israel launched its attack on Iran on June 13th. And just 1 day after European delegates met with Iranian officials in Geneva to encourage an end to the conflict. The whereabouts of Iran's supreme leader remain unknown. CBS News learned Friday the leader is reportedly in hiding as a result of fears of an assassination. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Tonight, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu talked about the U.S. strikes on Iranian nuclear targets.
History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace.
Our Ray Strickland spoke with people here in Philadelphia about those strikes on Iran. He joins us live now with that part of the story. Ray.
Yeah, Aziza, shocked and surprised is the best way I can describe how the people we spoke to are feeling about this news tonight. In some cases, I was the first one to tell them about it, and the reaction on their faces said it all. Right in front of me, processing what this all means. Of course, at this very moment, none of us truly knows the answer to that. And for the people that I spoke to tonight, that was one of their biggest concerns.
It's kind of hard to take in.
I'm very anxious. In terms of what is the consequences of this.
I agree with the decision. I don't think that regime should have nuclear weapons because they threaten the United States and Israel, and they just can't be trusted. And it's a safer world without them having nuclear weapons.
I think it's just really shameful, really disappointing. Do not want to be at war, and do not want it to be like on behalf of me, like that we do this to another, just start stuff, just horrible.
And the big worry for many people tonight is what's going to happen next, and also the possibility of this conflict escalating even further. Aziza, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Ray. We have members of Congress speaking out. Pennsylvania Republican Senator Dave McCormick sent out a statement agreeing with the decision to launch U.S. airstrikes, saying, quote, "This is an important step toward ensuring that the world's largest state sponsor of terror never obtains a nuclear weapon." Pennsylvania Democratic Senator John Fetterman sent out a tweet calling this the correct move by President Trump. He went on to say, quote, "Iran is the world's leading leading sponsor of terrorism and cannot have nuclear capabilities. I'm grateful for and salute the finest military in the world. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, a Democrat from New York, said, quote, President Trump misled the country about his intentions, failed to seek congressional authorization for the use of military force, and risk American entanglement in a potentially disastrous war in the Middle East. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will provide more details on the strikes in a press conference tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We will continue to follow this developing story. You can always find the latest on our website, cbsphiladelphia.com.